last thing we need to do is just include this page inside our register page. We'll just change the top one to login. So login handler. And notice how we didn't include this config file inside here, and we're still accessing it. It's because in here we've included it there, and as we included it before we included this login handler. So when you include a file, it's just like copy and pasting this code, okay, instead of it being here and just like pasting it. That's what happens when you run the page, okay. So to the web page, that code in config.php is already on the page. So let's go ahead and try and log in now. Refresh the page, make sure we've saved it as well. So I'll log in, reeskenny50.com, and I think my password was password. And if I click login, it should take me to the index.php page. And there we go, we logged in. Now if I go back to that now, go back, and I'll try and log in incorrectly. So wrong password. It didn't work. There's no error messages yet, but it didn't work. That's what we want. So let's just make some error messages. So in our login handler.php, this happens when the user logs in correctly because it returned one row. If it doesn't return one row, we can say else array underscore push, and we can use that error underscore array that we made inside the register handler.php, and then all we'll add to it is email or password was incorrect, and we'll add a line break to that too. Save the page. Now if we try and log in correctly, it should well, it won't yet because we haven't told it to, but that will be stored in the array. So we'll go back to here, and as we're accessing that error array variable, which was declared inside register handler right there, we need to make sure that the register handler.php comes before the login handler. Otherwise login handler will be trying to access this variable before it's reached this file and before it's been declared, so it won't know what it is. So down here in our register.php in the form, we're going to copy and paste the code from down here in the register input field. We're going to take this from the value, copy that, I'm going to put it inside the email input field. I'm going to say this is called log underscore email. This is just going to let our email address appear there if there's an error logging in, and also put required, because what required does, if I just show you, if you try and submit it without, I haven't refreshed the page yet, if you try and submit it without having anything in there, it won't let you submit yet. So required goes there, and I think that's it. All we have to do now is just output the error message if there is one. So underneath the submit button, we'll say PHP blocks, like that. Inside there, we'll say if in array, and we're going to check if this is in error array. So copy that exactly how it appears. Get rid of that space too. So if that is in error array, then echo that. And I think that's it. I think we're done. So now if that's in the array, obviously there was an error in the output. So I'll show you. I'll try and log in incorrectly. I'll put the wrong password in. There you go, right there. To make this appear on the line below, we can just say, put it after the input button, put a line break. Save that and refresh it. Okay, notice how the email address has stayed there even when it's been submitted. That was a session variable working. Password. And there we are, we're logged in.